inspectors told me about a strange building. Distinctive entrance, so they say.
Could be one of those meditation chambers.
Yes, I was thinking the same. Let me know if you find anything, will you?
No problem, Toa.
Some other time, okay? Hey there.
Be quick about it, eh? Later.
Quite the selection. I know you like this one, buddy. Got a second, Monk?
Hey, Cal. Got some info that might be useful to you.
Hey, Monk.
Word is you're planning to rescue my new favorite droid.
That's the plan.
Well, before you go charging in there like a mudhorn through a moisture farm, allow me to give you the lowdown. That raider base is inside a derelict Lucrehulk battleship. You ever seen one?
A few times.
Then you know how deadly those things are. It may be grounded, but that ship is still chock full of defense turrets and reprogrammed battle droids.
How do you know all this?
I read a lot. Listen, just grab Z and skedaddle before the whole hive comes swarming down on you.
Thanks for the advice, Monk.
Be careful out there. Now, I know you've got a lot on your plate, but one of my patrons set off to the swamp, and no one's seen her since.
You don't think she went after Z, do you?
Quite likely. And we both know that's Raider territory.
I'll check it out.
That'll put us all at ease, Cal. Zig's one of the good ones.
Till next time, pal.
Private table.
All right, then.
Easy, old man. Is that any way to greet a stranger? My name's Dana. My friend Grok here is in a mood.
Oh, I'm in a mood, all right.
Cal, this is BD1.
Don't know if you heard, Cal, but Grok and I just made a big old score out in Dredger Gorge.
After Dana dropped a half-ton Durasteel brace on me.
It was involuntary. That shiverpeed meant business. You just choked under pressure.
Choked. Woman almost got me killed. Practically wrote my damn epitaph.
Aw, is it time for your nap, grumpy old Grok?
Lunatic.
Cross patch.
What?
So how'd you two meet anyway?
All started with this merc crew I joined. Grok had been recruited a few months earlier.
On account of my good looks.
That's right. And me on account of being the smoothest thing since hot blubber. Anyways, things were good until our outfit tried to pull one over on the Empire. So
We took off and started our own thing. Rest of the outfit ended up dead or in prison.
With the car, Grok. I was telling it.
Kid doesn't need our whole life story.
Point is, Grok and I realized that we're better off just the two of us.
We know the feeling.
How you doing?
Anyone tell you about the Mogu around the swamp?
There's a Mogu there?
Yep. And this one's a whopper. It can snap your arms off like puerco sticks.
We'll see.
Well, if you're crazy enough to try, your best bet is to avoid its mud throws.
Good tip.
Salutations.
Thanks for keeping an eye out while we go after Z.
If the raiders return, we will make them regret it.
Reckon we're gonna get along just fine.
I think so. Go, Cal. Z needs you.
Oh, hey.
What's wrong, Grease?
I'm just thinking about the Bedlam Raiders. Pyloon's was meant to be a home away from home, but these raiders are ruining everything. Everyone's afraid, and there's nothing I can do about it.
At least people have a place to lie low.
Yeah, I suppose you have a point.
Besides, if the raiders come around again, I've got your back.
Thanks, kid. I appreciate that. Hey, I was thinking, now that Marin's back in the crew, we could always head to Coruscant. Not that I want to.
Ready, BD? Off we go. Let's grab a lift, BD. Yeah! Nice. fall behind. Let's take a look. This is a nice one.
Once we're out of here, first thing is paying a visit to Dome and Dendra. You hear that? Oh no!
Run! Go!
There's something here. Looks like it's still here. Isn't it a little dark down there for fishing?
A true fisher doesn't rely on the sun to do the seeing. A true fisher fishes with the mind. Sink your eyes on this.
It's locked.
So, you wish to prick up your ears and receive the tale of Scuba?
If If you're sharing stories, we'll listen.
Then you be a fool, my lad. My sordid tale will bring you nothing but grief and woe.
Okay, well, if you're not sharing stories, we'll...
Oh, fine, I'll tell you. At your own insistence, and at your own peril. My story begins in a small village on the frozen banks of Sakavi Tar, my home world. Nights black as quillfish in it. Winters so cold, a stern look could turn you to glass.
Doesn't sound like the easiest place to grow up.
Difficult, aye. From the moment your mother's milk froze on your tongue to the moment you found it upon frozen streets. You see, the fishes, they had the right of it. They dwelt far below the ice, where warm currents danced like ribbons in the wind. To fish so scarce a quarry, on account of the great fish famine, well, it's nearly a mild undertaking. But for all me bellyaching now, there's a peaceful enough life for a wee Sakavian with an instinct for the road.
So you discovered your talent early.
Such a talent was I, that as a lad, me hardly sporting my first prickly chin hair, I was given an audience with Undone. But that'd be a tale for another time. Where were we? Ah, yes. By virtue of my prodigious fishing talents, I was taken to see the mysterious one they call Undone. I can see it still. Wee Scuba, ushered into yon black-mouthed cave. I could barely make out the figure, glinting with moonlight. I scrubbed my eyes, like a old tar scrubbing the deck. And there she was, a vast creature. Great tentacles blooming from her blubber, like cables gorging on a fuel tank. One of the tentacles twitched into the air, just over my head, and then, wham! Right on the noggin, so I'm told. I staggered out the cave like a lover first acquainted with a deck. But something else happened. I think when that fell tentacle struck me, Undone took something straight out of my brain and put something else in.
She put something in your brain?
Aye, boy. The subtle art of catching a fish. The art of focus. And in the dark, with nothing but the bristles on your chin for company, that focus is special. From that day forward, when I plunged my line into the frigid waters, it would emerge with a fish. 3 times out of 7.
That's less than half.
My village told me that I'd be the one to save them from the great fish famine. Little did I know that the grapnel was soon to arrive on our shores.
Gonna assume that's a bad thing.
Perhaps, lad. And perhaps not. But that'll be a story for another time. The tale continues. When we last spoke, I warned of the grapnel's arrival. That great ship came descending on us like an anchor cutting the deep. Ne'er a more fearsome ship did you clamp my eye on. She was sharp, like a fish, like the nose of a bony fish. She had 3 great claws. Aye, the landing gear. But when her great jaws parted... Aye, the loading ramp. Will you hush and let Scuba tell the story? Her great jaws parted, disgorging her dread crew. A more vile pack of fisherfolk you never did see. And led by the vilest of them all, Captain Wanyek Wet, the bearded, bezel-less bat that he intended to fish in our waters. Trophy hunters they were, in search of the most rare catches. Well, we Sakavians refused. We had the great famine to contend with, see? Every fish was precious. But the ferocious captain didn't care for our troubles. With a belch, he produced from his creel a mighty harpoon. Wait, cried wee Scuba, hopping off of his rock. I know these waters like the taste of my own tongue. There'll be few fish beneath yon ice. But continued I, if you take me with you, and if you leave my village be, I could show you how to coax the rarest of fishes onto your line. Aye. The dread captain stroked his briny beard. After a long moment, he held out his hand and grinned most terribly. "Lad," said he, "you be in luck. I'll be requiring another for my crew, one who knows the curve of the sea." Oh, Cal. If I could only go back to that moment when I shook Captain Wet's rigid hand. If only I'd never stepped off my wee rock. But my encounter with Undan had given me a taste for the unknown. I couldn't resist the call of adventure, and I had to save my people. So, I left with the grapnel, thinking the business done. I would be a fisher for Captain Wet. Of course, my adventure had only begun. For just when the grapnel hit orbit...
More trouble, I take it?
But I've havered on long enough. And come back another time and I'll tell you more.
More scraps, huh? Leave it to Grease to take another person's junk and add more junk.